We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin.
And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is, Mayan Fire Habanero Hot Pepper Sauce. And you can see there's a lot of bits in there, a lot of really nice bits. And what do we got here? We got ingredients through here somewhere. Okay, so this is interesting. I didn't see this before. We've got can't quite see what that is to pronounce it, but it's the Mayan word for chili pepper. Oh, that's very cool. And of course, this is just essentially a habanero pepper mash that has had salt, vinegar, and xanthan gum added to it. Oh, there's a little bit of artificial color in there also. So this is, like I said in the written review available down in the description below, this is a lot. You can see it is fairly ruddy, but it's got a certain gel, almost a gel-like quality to it that you can see. This reminds me a lot of a Louisiana-style sauce, only subbing in habaneros instead of cayennes. And that's not a welcome change for me as far as that style of sauce, but this sauce actually is pretty good. So let's open it up and take a look here. So there we have the restrictor cap. I don't know that this one needs that. In fact, actually, see, there's a gloppiness to this. There's too much xanthan gum in this. I'm not digging that. Let's get rid of this. I don't need a restrictor cap on this. Let's just take that off. Most of the time I get rid of this, unless the sauce is super, super watery. All right, so there's got a jiggle to this. I wish there wasn't as much, and that's actually why it's thicker as well, but I wish there wasn't that much xanthan gum in this, to be honest with you, but you can see it's this really, really nice light orange color. And I think they added red to this, so it must have been pretty washed out once they got to it, but this jiggle. Oh, I don't know about that. All right, let's get into it. There's no mistaking it's habanero. Got a nice sort of very low key, but back of the mouth, bit of tingling here. Little tongue tingling here. There's a bitterness. Definitely the habanero flavor. Consistency isn't, it just looks gloppy in the spoon. I don't think I've ever had a sauce where they've used quite that much xanthan gum before. Crazy. All right, so I don't know about you guys, but when I'm on road trips, I like to check out, if I can find one, the local chili head scene. And as regular followers of the blog know that I went to the Fiery Show in Phoenix. I went to the Fiery Show in Albuquerque, New Mexico this year, 2022. There's a write-up about that, of course, in the blog as well, and you can click to that by following the link for the review for this sauce. You'll have to look through the table of contents, but I think it was either March or April that I wrote that up. Everything is sorted on the blog, so you can find things fairly readily. You can just click on the plus sign and it'll give you all the entries for April and so on. Anyway, so I went down there, and as you might expect for Albuquerque, it's kind of a chili head town. there is a number of hot sauce places. Usually I don't luck out like that. Usually I have to go mine through grocery stores. And I do. I like to get a feel for what the flavor and all that kind of thing is when I travel. It's just one of my hobbies. I used to go to CD shops, but that's kind of pointless these days. I also go to comic shops at times, kind of check out the scene there. That's less of a waste, but still is a waste a lot of times. Hot sauce is really hit or miss, though. To me, it's interesting how niche the actual chili head thing is. I mean, there's people who like spicy food but are content with just a smattering of choices. I'm spoiled where I am because I got Roger from Burn Your Tongue just constantly pouring over the market, trying to find new and better stuff to bring in all the time. Like that guy's never stops working. He's the ultimate ambassador of hot sauce and spicy stuff. But so I'm spoiled, but I still like to get a feel for other places as well. And anyway, this is one I ran across. There was a number of things that were supposedly hot sauce shops in Albuquerque. I didn't go to more than one. And the reason for that is because I went there, I wanted to get a feel for it. And that is in my Yelp, actually, if you want to see my thoughts on the Chili Addict, which is where I got this. But there's a lot of, when I look at the sauces, if I can get them from Burn Your Tongue, then I usually will. This one I'd never seen before. And I got one or two other ones also when I was on that trip, just to kind of get a feel and round things out. But this particular one, it might have been a price point. I really don't actually remember now why I got this. So I'm not looking for Mexican style sauce, and I don't know. Maybe I thought the Mayan fire thing, I think, was what was interesting to me, and I have had the Mayan sun from Cajon's on the brain for a while. Although I don't think that sauce is around anymore. I also mentioned that in the review as well. All right, so let's pour some of this gloppy nonsense just on the plate right there. And what I have here, this is actually blackened chicken strips. I think from Tyson, maybe. I really like these. No breading. It's got a really nice blackened flavor to it, though. And they get a little dry, and that's why we have this. Oh, man. That's good. Usually you see the blackened jerk type stuff with Scotch bonnet a lot. And, of course, Habanero and Scotch bonnet are cousins, I guess you'd say. I do like this. The heat is really mild. Just a flavor profile change. As enjoyable as this is here, and I do use this in place of Louisiana style for right now. I'll probably run out the bottle before I get another one of those going, but in those applications where I normally use Louisiana style, I miss it. I wish I had some of that good cayenne. This is very solid, though. I like this sauce. It's a bit too vinegary for things like tacos, but here it's quite nice. I wouldn't say it's a great sauce, but it's a nice little change of pace. It's a relatively inoffensive sauce. It's actually not a bad way to introduce somebody to habanero. So you can get the habanero flavor with the base of familiarity. Not bad in that respect. Would I get it again? No. This bottle was $7. And if I'd rather have cayenne anyway, I can get a much larger bottle than this 5-ounce bottle for $7. I can actually probably get 2 of them actually of a cayenne style sauce. So one of the reasons I think cayenne is so ubiquitous is it's a great flavor and it is accessible monetarily, I guess. Being a chili head can be somewhat of an expensive niche to be in. That is no question about that. So, but yeah, this is if you come across this one, pick it up. Especially if you like Louisiana styles, I think it's solid. It's I mean, I think that's what I said is I think pretty much it. It's a nice change of pace. It's not gonna wow you. I don't think it's gonna be anybody's favorite sauce unless you really like the flavor of habanero. But for what it is, it's pretty enjoyable. I dig it. So, but anyway, there we go. The Mayan Fire Habanero Pepper Hot Sauce. Now go forth in peace. Serve the flame.